Hello everybody, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I was a little bit worried that I wasn't gonna get to do this stream, because my electricity went out for about an hour, almost 2 hours, because a squirrel had apparently chewed through the cable, causing a drop in the electrical charge, and then it blew up the transformer, I think they're called in English.
A squirrel?
Yeah, a squirrel. A squirrel.
Huh.
That's what they do, man. That's what they do. You would think it would be the torrential rain, but no. It was reported to be a squirrel, because I think the poor little dude was fried near the scene of the crime. Rest in peace. But hey, they repaired it, and now we're back. I believe last we left off, what had happened? We're in the middle of a trial, right?
We're
we
in
had
the middle of the
received,
trial.
CCTV footage of the crime taking place. There were a lot of weird things about it. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the face of the victim because the Blue Badger is very clearly trying to defend them by covering their face from all angles. It's like one of those advanced AI programs that will read
Slowly chewing the cable.
Apparently. But I did not go back and check the video like I said I was going to, but I do recall most of the video. We'll probably bring it up during this trial if there's a particular point about it that we need to address. It's just kind of weird, and I don't really think that it fits the testimony of the police officer who said he was attacked, when clearly it felt like he was sneaking up behind him instead of going in to ask him for his ID. That was weird. Anyways, let's see how it goes. Rise. This dude. Not. Yeah, press. I don't remember how to play this game. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife.
Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen this man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter.
Not seen? Are you sure about
Not
that? If you didn't see him, then why did you attack him from behind? At least that's what it looked like you did. So 1 sec, let me move some sliders. I adjusted all my sliders to be incredibly high because Serby is now whispering, so I just couldn't hear them during the Satisfactory stream. The ladder? But you were standing right in front of him, were you not?
To the point. You are the person who fought him, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see?
Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Right?
Oh, 100% it is, yeah.
I've never been to like a police officer academy. I've only done military training, but even in military training, they kind of teach you have to like look at people's faces and remember certain characteristics about them in case something does happen, so that you can report things properly. Unless I missed the stream, I think the running theory I had was that Meekins has been intimidated into framing himself. Yes, indeed, Insaniac. The current theory that you had was that the police chief, I believe, the dude who has very long pauses in his speech, just like me sometimes, he intimidated Meekins into confessing, and we have some CCTV footage of him apparently committing a crime. It does really look like that though, so I'm not too sure if this is like a false confession or an actual one, or he actually was intimidated into committing this or setting this up in order to, I don't know, some other ulterior motive.
Still, I'm sure it was him. I'd bet my badge on it.
But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face.
Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people having seen or not seen it.
Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it.
Why is everyone looking at me?
Sir, you are on the stand in the middle of a courtroom? Yes, people are going to be looking at you.
If I had to label your staring or as disturbing or...
Mickens. Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods.
Right, we had to watch the Blue Badger dance.
With that song.
Mhm.
No, please, be more certain when you testify.
Yes, sir.
You claim the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman.
Claimed. Do we have any hard evidence that it was him?
Tell us why you are positive it was him.
Simply because he opened the locker doesn't necessarily mean it's him. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them?
No, sir. I myself tried all kind of methods in the past.
What do you mean by all kinds of methods?
They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir.
I wonder what kind of methods he's tried. Thank you, Phoenix.
If the man opened the if the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person that the locker was assigned to.
No. This is like if a computer gets used to access a network and is used to spread a virus. This must mean the owner of that computer is the hacker that spread the virus. Right? All the time. Definitely. Without a doubt.
Yep.
There is no other possible scenario that this has occurred in, right? No other way this could happen.
Okay.
Exactly my point, sir. And this too.
The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker. Yeah, I mean, we know that, but it doesn't necessarily have to be him, as long as he has the fingerprints. How do you know that information? Actually, that's also a good point.
I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir.
Who are these people in the know? What? The biometric evidence lockers? Remember I was talking about how dumb of a design that is from the police perspective? Because what if you need evidence and the locker owner isn't present? Yeah, that was a bit of a concern, wasn't it? That you need this specific person to be there to open up and, examine this evidence. What if they died? Then what? I mean, there has to be some sort of factory reset option. Or what, you just cut off their finger or then use it here? Well, he's dead, so he's not going to use it anyways.
Yep.
Can't super this for some reason? YouTube is censoring it. Oh, what silly Billy stuff is YouTube censoring now? People in the know. Who are these people?
The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed.
Why would they know which locker is Detective Goodman's?
They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir.
Sure.
For the record, the opened locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source.
I see. We should give Edgeworth a blue badger plush to sleep with? Apparently saying that is too horrific for YouTube to allow. I would have to assume it's the to sleep with. Probably.
That's too PG. Cannot say that. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint?
However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face.
Sir. If I may say something, sir.
Please do. After all, you are the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir.
What do you mean?
I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprints lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir.
Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is. Unless the defense can find a problem with it.
Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the security video? I mean, there has to be. If there is no problem, then we're screwed. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Strange?
Dr. Strange. This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? This video contains such contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I propose we have the defense point out to us the alleged contradiction in this video.
He would want me to point it out.
Very well. Proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. I hope you enjoy this music, Zero.
Oh boy. Let me quickly take a look at all the evidence to remind myself. All this stuff I don't think is going to be relevant to this particular crime scene. This stuff, though. Cover his fingerprints. We have the screwdriver. 221. And that's where the dude died, in the back corner there. Have a rubber glove. Oh, that's a very good image of that evidence locker. I appreciate it. And we have Marshall's fingerprints, of all things. Bloody fingerprints. Oh, I can just watch it here. Perfect. Well, I mean, I think I'm about to rewatch it again, but let me quickly spot here, or try to rewatch it and spot it. What is wrong? This is 221, 514, right? Right. The dude walked past the blue badger. Oh, something fell out. Meekins enters at 514. With the baton already out, it seems. Tries to attack him from behind and then he gets slashed. Huh.
No, if you get slashed, but it definitely dodges at least because he would have like a slash in his face or something.
I mean, his hand is busted open.
I thought that was in the struggle. But we cannot really see it, so.
But wait a minute. Did you see that? Yeah, the evidence locker all the way on the left side. There's nothing poking out of it. But then at the end of the video, there is something poking out of it. There's a glove. See, so that was the glove. Meekins is coming around. Nothing out of the locker on the left yet. I feel like we're paranormal investigators trying to look for signs of ghosts right now.
Yeah, you might be right. It might have been the slash in the hand.
See? Nothing in the left locker.
Mm-hmm. Now Meekins is dead.
Yeah, dead, gone.
I need sleepy though. My doggos demand cuddles.
Good night, Embert. And see on the left? Yeah. That's
oh,
open.
yep, I see it. I see it.
So what happened? Was the video spliced together somehow? Did he walk behind the camera somehow? But why would he? He didn't seem to notice it when he went in the first place.
There is also one other thing you didn't notice. Just one tiny thing you didn't notice.
Another tiny thing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'm about to get fucked then.
You're gonna be able to control it way better in this section.
Oh, I see. I have to point out a problem in the video. This is the first time I've ever had to do that.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look at to be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video.
I can't stand this music. It's already ingrained in my brain.
How did this guy ever become a police officer?
Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us.
This will take anybody.
Where is the contradiction that indicates...
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like he's holding his hand there. Wait. Who is yous? Wait. Why does he already have blood on him? Is that from the slash that he gave to Meekins?
Does seem like it. Why do they look like they're in very glossy rubber outfits?
I don't know, man. Yeah, presumably. He like grabs him around the shoulders, tries to fight, loses, so then he has a bloody handprint.
As in Meekins, he lunged, grabbed the suspect, and got his blood in his coat, then lost the fight.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah, you can see his bloodied hand.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I will say, your first contradiction is in the first frame of the first cycle. Let's say it like that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why is the light on? But the locker, it shouldn't be on, right?
Why is it indeed?
Indicator lamp lights up when it's open, so it was always open. Oh, I see. Can I rewind? There it is. Okay. But point at this and present it. Hopefully this works. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins.
Sir, do you mean me?
Is
Do you mean
there
me, sir?
multiple Meekins in this room right now? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. Why is the music here?
You can also have it ingrained in your brain.
When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint if it's a match. The light turns on and the lock is released.
According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. This is also really cool that we get to like examine a video footage and rewind it back.
Mm-hmm.
When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier.
You could rewind it faster, Phoenix, you know.
They didn't have the tech back then. They're just manually rolling the cassette tapes. Here, notice the light?
What's this? It's already lit.
It's so lit.
It is. So lit, Judge.
Precisely my point, Your Honor. Blaze it 420. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. He could, but he's got to be dramatic. Hey, he's an ace attorney for a reason.
Order. What's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.
But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered. And the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
What are you an expert in, Judge? I don't think you're even an expert in the law, even though that's kind of your profession.
He is, an expert in pounding the gavel.
Ah, he's an expert pounder, I see.
Indeed. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Nothing. Ripperonis, dude.
Oh well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
An expert lunch taker? He was taking quite a few lunches from the lady in the previous trial. Of me, Your Honor?
Yes.
Hmm?
Why
Oh.
wasn't the locker locked?
Okay. I think you disappeared into the void there. Me, Your Honor?
Did I?
A little bit. It's fine.
I was talking.
Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Oh.
I'm actually really glad that Emma's getting something to do. Like, she has been helpful in giving us the luminol and stuff, as well as the fingerprints, but, you know, having our little buddy actually take part is nice.
Maybe something like jam the system sensor?
Something jammed the sensor. Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Did I notice the other thing that was out of place before the first thing that I should have noticed?
You might have. That's gotta be another clue. There's gotta be another clue somewhat in this footage. Very well. Let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point.
Okay.
I can't read that. Ask.
Well, I'm not the one clicking it. It just goes.
I know. It just goes.
I'm gonna assume it's the glove that falls out.
This is actually the second time here, hon.
Well, we did check
I
it
mean,
before.
if you're talking about loops, this is probably like the 5th loop. Wait for it. Wait. Well,
Damn. Oh, too far. Can I click on that?
yeah, that works.
Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. And now with no music.
Oh, well, what's this?
Thunderstorm.
Something white fell off the locker.
It's been my experience that things fall out of the... fall... But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. I often fall out and roll great distances when I open my...
We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted?
Like a you know what? With no music. I like big butts and I cannot lie.
It's for the dramatic effects.
This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie.
2 out of 3 times I get stuck in the door when I get out of patrol vehicles, sir.
2 out of 3?
Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene?
There just might have been something that fits the description. I think I finally got this figured out.
Saying I already know that you don't know anything, you don't have to prove me, you're just good. Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that's stuck in the locker's door?
It was the rubber glove. I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove.
Look, we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. What the fuck do you mean, Judge?
What
It's
the
literally a glove that falls.
It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins?
It would appear so, sir.
Order, order, order. So we are to believe that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in this evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in this video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this.
Nani?
Officer Mickens, please testify about this.
Sir, me, sir?
I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir.
Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir.
Is this a fucking joke?
Very well. Begin your testimony.
There's one other thing that proves that man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card.
You mean the ID card that was missing?
When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used this card.
Great testimony.
An ID card record. I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 5:14 is that of the victim.
Who the hell is all the sevens, though? Who came in at 420?
Before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due to transferal. Why was there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. It was Mr. 7.
Special cases?
Extremely violent cases involving police staff.
Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too. Although it doesn't make much of a difference. My hair is always on end.
There were only a few cases for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right. I see.
Yes, Your Honor?
Now, let us move on to the cross-examination.
Oh.
Mystery Man Nigo!
What? So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you?
Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. If my hand was unwrapped in bandages, I'd even give it the V for victory sign, sir. Couldn't he just use his right hand for that?
It doesn't have enough of a
Too
brain to do
remarkably.
that.
As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second. We didn't want to draw that sprite.
Is that card hanging from your neck one of those ID cards?
Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. I keep it there so I will never forget it.
But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that?
Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck.
You probably shouldn't, no.
Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car. Well, the remaining time it's my ID card gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID looks me.
Maybe I should just leave this one alone. Oh god.
At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card.
The red box he holds when he's sad? I think that's like a charm. Like a pouch so I can
It
use
is a
the charm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For good luck.
Charm. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony.
When an ID card is used,
Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to.
Let me see. Yes, that would be Detective Goodman.
What's the matter?
According to this... Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here.
The entire movie is there?
Oh,
Awesome.
it is, Your Honor.
Not that prosecutor again. Maybe he's behind all this. Being a prosecutor, he could hide the evidence. Mommy, is that man in blue a murderer? Don't stare at him.
You've got the wrong color, kid.
Discord didn't like your shh. It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination.
poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be difficult for him.
Oh, yeah, poor Edgeworth. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you.
Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card.
Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife.
Maybe he just panicked?
It's like Huey going out into public. Here, you dropped your wallet. Ah! Pulls out a knife. Intense social anxiety. Oh, God. Yeah, it must be so hard having a 6-figure job and a perfect bod and 100,000 yen Steel Samurai collection, Emma. Feels so bad for Edgeworth. Oh, yes. Don't we all up here? Don't we all? Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I'm not thinking.
I'm confuzzled. Oh, what?
I'm absolutely bamboozled. The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what I've got.
Alright. Hate when my social anxiety causes me to attempt to game over someone. I actually wouldn't be surprised if that was actually the case in certain scenarios. That probably happened at some point. Okay, I believe here I would present the fact that he was attempting to fill out a form saying that his ID card was missing on 2/21 of all days. I think so. Let's try it.
Objection!
Wait one moment, Officer Meekins.
I'm not good at waiting, sir.
Know of a true crime story like that, but it's kind of sad. I would expect it to be so. Yeah. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at this crime scene.
That makes sense.
Nope, not that crime scene. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
Huh. A lost item report? It's only half completed.
The classic case of saying, "You too," when the waiter says, "Enjoy your meal." So you have to decimate the entire restaurant to save face? Oh yeah. Yeah, you have to do that and then take yourself out too. There's only one way. Your life is basically over at that point.
You too. Damn it.
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report.
Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right?
I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Order, order. So now, what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card.
Order, order, order. Does the prosecution have a response?
I'm sure Edgeworth does. This seems like very obvious. He'd spot this.
I have only one thing to say to the defense.
I know you love me.
Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Oh. Johnny Bravo? You watched that too?
Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 on the day of the crime, Detective Badman? Yep. The man in the evidence room Officer Mickens encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright?
Yes? What's he up to?
That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in this evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder.
That is... Well, I guess that's right.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
No, everything's always right.
Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around.
Says you, pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well.
Well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in that video is fake, which means a murder did not take place. At the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. at the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Sky, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness.
You're putting a lot of weight on that trustworthy part.
Observe the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. She was only there. She was there.
4,000 light points?
We only have... Wait, are we doing anime rules or game rules? Because game rules, you're dead. Anime rules, you still have 4,000.
Anime? Wait, game rules? Didn't you have 8,000? Even when you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
I remember in the current games or something you would have 4,000.
That I'm not too sure on. Maybe it's a different format. Pretty sure in Master you play with 8,000. Because like one Axis Code Talker at 5,300 attack does not kill you.
Okay.
I knew that testimony was way too shabby. But yeah, there's different formats. There might be different life point values. Shooting an Elvis impersonator does not mean you did not kill someone. Hey, a fake internet name here has a point.
Yep, that's what Insaniac said.
Oh, really? Current format is 4K? When did this happen? I was still playing at 8K, apparently. So it must have been at least fairly recent. Interesting. So what, now Axis Code Talker is OTK? Huh. It was all a trap from the beginning.
If only Axis Code Talker would be here, the list of our worries.
If only.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Mickens encountered? And where did this person disappear to? Based in Insaniac. However, this trial's purpose to examine only the murder of the Detective Goodman.
Defective Goodman.
Defective Goodman. I mean, technically he is kind of a defective for now because we don't know.
Well,
if
he's
the real
also
one's
dead.
Real or not? Just so, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana...
What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Object. Hiya! Objection! 1 moment, Your Honor.
What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven.
Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap.
What are you talking about?
This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Why did you choose that song?
Personal preference, really.
Okay.
However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter.
Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witness will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident of the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for the incident.
That's everyone's preference. Can you imagine someone going, oh no, the ass too big, my lobster too buttery. Oh man. Yeah, I can't imagine a world like that. I've seen some fan works of a world like that. But, you know, it's fiction. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Mr. Wright, do you mean? Yeah, I was reading your mind, by the way.
Wait, what? Actually, yeah, true. Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh, whom do you have in mind?
Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room.
The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify what is his or her name, or them, or they? No, gotta be
Arthur
inclusive.
Morgan, protagonist of Red Dead Redemption. Or Jake Marshall, I guess it's close enough. Officer, Jake Marshall.
Why him?
Can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say.
The prosecution agrees to defense request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need no longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
20 minutes of real time. We just sit here and wait.
Very well. The court will take a 30 minutes recess. I'm giving you 10 minutes extra. While the witness is
Subpoenaed.
subpoenaed?
Yeah. A subpoena.
What does it mean?
That is a good question. I don't want to give you the definition I have in my head because I know it's not the exact dictionary definition. Just look it up.
Subpoenaed. Subpoenaed. Gotcha.
Some
Subpoenaed.
peanuts.
Some peanuts. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
Jake Marshall's close enough to John or Jack Marshall. Good enough in my eyes. Call the Pinkertons? Oh, God. Don't get the Pinkertons involved. Last time I've heard of that name was with, the Magic the Gathering cards. That was not a good time.
I slammed my subpoena.
I bet you, though, that is what Officer Meekins does 2 out of 3 times he gets out of his car. Oh, the subpoena's gone.
We will, Your Honor.
There was an old Star Trek game that did that, made you wait while the Enterprise was in warp. Like, actually? Is there any, like, genuinely good Star Trek games? Because the only ones that I have heard of were, like, shitty mobile games or just, not great adaptations of the source material.
Court is now in recess. I will also ask for a small recess in my part. I'll BRB.
Roger. February 24th, 11:32 a.m. Lobby number 2. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out, but if I did, you know, you could just tell me about it. You just tell, because we know, we're both in the know.
Lana, you're the one who knows everything.
Hanakawa? Emma.
You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you.
I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Aw, shit. Family trouble. Basically, is a legal document that is legally binding issued by courts to force someone to testify at a specific date and time. Can also be used to get documents for cases. I see. So it's kind of like similar to a warrant, but a warrant is specifically for like entering a premises, and a subpoena is to force them to testify. Gotcha. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, I guess I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe. What is it? Got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty? And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey. Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked? Oh, ho, 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 ho! You mean this, right? My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here. You might do well to read them. Oh, don't worry, I will. I can't believe you. The chief prosecutor, or a witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness? Files for the Joe Dark killings? Solved 2 years ago. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murderers. I don't think I have to take it from you. I think that's pretty common sense. Oh, what? Now that I brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma? But why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago. The rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark? No. No, Lana! That's over with. No! Emma, wait! You ran away. Couldn't animate that. You know what? I just remembered I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Joe Chill? Is the SL9 case the reason Batman exists? Maybe. Joe Dark over here could be the reason why Lana exists.
Who's Joe? Joe
Oh my god. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coinky-dink.
Coinky-dink.
Knowing you, you just might be able to figure it out.
Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck.
I'd better take a good look at this file. To be continued. In this stream, because we haven't hit time yet. 12:14 p.m. Court number 9. 9-9.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
Emma didn't come back. My little
Allow me
buddy's
to call the
gone.
next witness to the stand.
Witness me!
The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Gulp, gulp. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, some as you wandering the the trials of civilization.
Trails. In the sky.
Trails. Occasionally, helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it. Oh, I know, you're a patrolman. As for my name, if you listen to hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out.
Check my Completely unscripted. Same brain cell.
Yep. Yep.
Oh man. Alright.
Oh, fathers, bear witness. I forgot what Elden Ring character says that. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
Howling wind.
Oh,
I never heard Edgeworth described that way before.
no, Mr. Marshall. Let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. The crime took place. Yes, exactly. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. Godric. Yep. What do you mean? The desperado's soul is at boundless at the desert sands. No paper can sum it up.
Is he allowed to bring that in here? I mean, he's a cowboy.
Yeah.
Without it, I don't think he'd be a cowboy, so... Guess so? It's like a prosthetic leg for him.
Maybe it's best we get on with this quick. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain old English, please. Even though we should be talking in Japanese, but it's fine. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so you're out of ammo. It's time I hit the trail.
Wow.
I can say I particularly care for your attitude.
Thank you, Judge.
I can say I care for your beard, but you don't seem to be complaining.
Ooh. Wait
Got
a
him.
minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems?
I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those.
I'm sorry. I don't poke cows. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers?
Fingerprints activate the locks? Kind of newfangled doohickeys are those.
He's not being very helpful.
He's not that good with machines or with following orders.
He is a horrible police officer, that's for sure. But also, like, why would you put this man in this job? The dude who doesn't know how to work the security cameras.
Everyone's got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble.
Except for sheer heart attack, for it has no weakness.
Okay, Mr. Wright. He's all yours.
I don't poke cows, but according to the last character I played in West of Loathing, I do punch them? Damn. We done trained I'm wrong is some kind of joke, I reckon? Let's press. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room?
I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera's monitor. That room's so still.
Well, the blue badger was moving, so clearly you failed your job.
Even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who entered the recordings.
Yes. You interred them?
Because of nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. Nothing unusual is recorded. Tapes are to be erased every 6 hours.
Wouldn't it be like the perfect crime for the dude who's in charge of erasing the tapes to go in and do a thing and then erase the tapes?
Each time I erased a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life.
This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't gonna do him any good. So, in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room. Then why were your prints in the room?
Dun dun dun.
But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right?
Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? Told you that ain't my style.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
No desperado, I know let's rules gets in his way.
What is a desperado? No desperados I know join the police force, and I don't know any of them.
Un desperado. So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime? Just between you and me, I didn't set foot in that evidence room that day. There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, partner, can't say I do. Haven't been in that crypt in weeks.
How does this guy avoid being fired?
He's too cool.
You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct?
Of course, back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence.
And yet, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism.
Sorry, partner, I ain't good with machines. Couldn't even tell you how a bike works. That's not a...
What?
That's...
It's like, that ain't a horse, but it's moving. What in tarnation?
That's quite incredible.
The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence.
Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too.
At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime.
A desperado is a desperate criminal? I see.
So we're thinking that he used to put his finger on the fingerprint mechanism and be like, "Whoa, it's magic!"
Probably? That or he thinks there's like tiny little horses running around in there to open the locker for him.
Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place?
What were you doing in a place like that?
I was eating spaghetti. Not even angel steak lunches can beat the parlor's vongole sepia pasta. Do you mean to tell us you abandon your police duties to eat some noodles? Not all desperados eat tacos, partner.
Man, I want to eat a taco now.
That's not what I meant. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson.
That's strange. This is usually where Edward says, "Did you not want to a raise this year?" Out of ammo, Officer Marshall.
That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me in this crime, then you'd better draw your card, your less pathetic card, Yugi. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset. Your steel horse, so you do have machines. One thing seems clear despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room.
It would be hilarious though if it was actually just a steel horse, like a steampunk sort of like steel horse that he rides on. That'd be pretty epic. I don't think so. He doesn't seem like the type to be that cool.
The witness doesn't appear to have seen anything.
Isn't that easy?
Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that.
When you go to order at a restaurant in Texas, they just won't accept any order. Damn. Can't get any food here.
Man, steel won't run this with actual horses.
Apparently, your superiors don't. I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Before I use it, though, I'd better up the ante.
And I did work on episode 1 of Steel Ball Run. It was very cool. I like drawing horses. I like drawing horses. So I think you already seen all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all the dialogue. I just need to present my evidence. Actually, can I read this? Incident number SL9. Closed. Perpetrator Joe Dark.
Yep.
Crime, serial murder. Sentence, death. Damn. The victims were Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby, Rachel Moss, Jeb Bates, and Neil Marshall. Marshall.
Neil Marshall.
That name sounds kind of familiar.
It does, doesn't it?
Also, oh no, it's Edith Kirby. I see. I thought this man killed a very popular Marvel comic book artist.
Jack Kirby?
Head prosecutor was Edworth. The witnesses are Lana Skye and Emma Skye. Investigation Task Force. Executive investigators were Damon Gant, Lana Skye. Head investigators Bruce Goodman. And investigators are Jake Marshall and Angel Starr. 3 of them, man. That's all we know. We don't know any more details.
You have Patrick Bateman there as well. Look at him. He's right there. Jeb Bates. Patrick Bateman.
Got jabated. That's probably what he said before he died to the serial murder. Alright. We do have a home run with Marshall fingerprints, but before that, we need to set it up, right? With the ID card record. Never mind. Wait. What's up with the times here? Oh yeah, no. That was at 5:14. Well, why was Meekins in there earlier? Did we ever clarify that? And who's 7?
I think we did clarify that he went there to put evidence.
Oh,
then
the
went
Blue
back.
Badger. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't my style. Alright, well, he says that he was not there. But do we not have fingerprints saying that he was there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just the fingerprints. Found on a bloody handprint left in the evidence room. The print had been wiped. It is Marshall's fingerprints. Pretty sure that should be the next piece of evidence we present here. That one doesn't have anything to do with this. The ID card. Yeah, no. I think it should be the fingerprints. Here?
There you go.
Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this.
That is if it's your real name.
This must be the work of an enemy stand. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime.
And yet you drag me down here. Explain yourself, partner.
It's quite simple, really. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint.
Some real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds about once a month. Hold on. Okay. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your bloodstained fingerprints were at the crime scene?
The blood was wiped away. However, a luminol test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall.
It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. Not even me. I take you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. About the bloodstained fingerprints.
Bro was, skinning a rabbit or something. I don't know.
It was the horses. It was the horses as well. Always the horses. Very well. You may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the blood-stained fingerprint. Yeah, sure, buddy. The murder touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The blood stain and the fingerprints are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves?
What?
See? Had nothing to do with it.
How would you know this?
That the witness's explanation appears valid. Although, there's room for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner.
Did you agree to
The
that?
defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Yes, doubt. Mystery, gray areas in the courtroom. Perfect place for that. This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. No, it's like, let me sit.
Oh,
I may have muted a little too early.
yes.
Alright. Let me mute this so you don't hear me moving my mic. Okay. Press. That's because you, how did you put it? Pay your respects once a month?
Yep, that's right. That and one more thing. The locker happens to be, mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. That the locker I used when I was a detective, the locker I still use, all that's in there now. Oh, is a heap of broken dreams.
I see.
It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker.
Apparently his fingerprint data was never removed from that locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it. Found on a bloody handprint on Marshall's own locker. The print had been white. Okay. So then, what about the bloody handprint?
It's mine. It's no mystery. Please explain. My locker's covered with my fingerprints. It just so happened.
That'd be insane precision out of nowhere. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1.
On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no rewards from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why?
Unrelated.
They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast while the other's got a type of murder. He's right, although seemingly alike, they're totally different.
What the fuck? What are
I'm
we
about to
talking
become
about?
cereal.
Cereal.
I'm very cereal right now.
Oh. I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. Was Joe Dark a serial killer? Yes. They caught him eating the Lucky Charms, and he had to be executed for that. How do you know that?
I may be a learner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a blood stain at the scene, though, to be left by the murderer.
Thought.
Thought. There you go, man.
That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint.
Oh yeah, I think we tried that too.
So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint. That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture? Partner,
The picture.
the seal of blood in the desert, it's just food for the buzzards. I don't know what a buzzard is. Is it like a vulture?
Probably referring to vulture, unless if there's a specific bird that is referred to as that, but I would assume it's just the type of birds
I
that
mean,
eat
there is a
carcasses.
Pokemon called Mandibuzz, so it could be a
I
a
don't
bird.
really know if we should be using Pokemon as like a real world equivalent.
No, it's because of the names. They do puns.
I mean, yeah, I know that. I'm just like, maybe, I'm not sure.
And it's based on America. There's only one reality, and that's this.
Okay, so a buzzard is a similar bird to a vulture. I see. The security tape.
So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise.
I mean, I did spot your trail. It's just that I spotted it first when I should have spotted the other two things first.
This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall.
Alright. Can't let him squirm out of this one. Gotta find something. Something decisive to tie Officer Marshall to this crime. Alright. So he added a extra bit onto that end there. Let us present the video then in this case. Oh shit. Ah! I'm dead. Okay, that's not where we're going with this. I see.
Don't you want to save?
Yeah, probably a good idea. You got any ideas for this one, Silver?
Do you want? I know the answer.
I mean, I'm sure you know the answer. Let me take a quick look here. If I don't find it, I would like a hint.
Okay.
Buzzard is a different species of bird, though they're in the same family as they're both raptors. A buzzard is also a common slang used for vultures during the Wild West. Ah, I see. So it's a different thing, but also the same thing. I guess kind of like how, was it sirens and mermaids are now kind of the same thing? But not really. Bloodstained and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. It's the reason that spaghetti westerns will refer to circling vultures as buzzards circling. Spaghetti westerns. Is that a term? For like old western movies? Specific western movies? One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. But wait. That's the point, isn't it? Because like you said that the murderer was wearing gloves, and why is it a handprint? Right? Do we have the other handprint? There's evidence here? I guess we don't. Maybe I have to present that again. Murderer touched my locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? Too bad it wasn't me in that video. Do I present it here? I guess I have already saved, so I'll give it another try.
Objection!
Yep, no.
It has to do with the thing that got added to the testimony after you pressed one of the certain statements.
Well, yeah, we got Marshall's own locker, right? Derogatory term for someone who's greedy, cantankerous, or mean? Ah.
It's... I mean, if you... It's the first one.
What? The very first thing that he says?
That's what got added. Too bad it wasn't me, the video partner.
Oh,
I don't
last
think
thing.
you pressed that. Yeah. If we're going from left to right, last line.
Oh, that's right. I didn't press this one. I see. I thought it was just like an addition. Oh, god damn it. What do you mean by that?
You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have.
But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots.
Blind spots?
Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape.
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
The CCTV camera footage just reminds me of Paranormal Activity 2, where they have like the camera on the rotating thing in the living room. And they do use the blind spots to great effect, for sure.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Mr. Marshall was present, please do so now.
Oh, so this is... Oh, god damn it. I had the right idea.
This is now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was wrong.
You
Never
were
mind.
right.
Alright. I guess it happens. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. Now let's have another look at the video.
Oh, buddy.
Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness.
This should be all the way at the end here. How did a guy wearing gloves leaving no fingerprints open a fingerprint lock? The fingerprint lock was already open. The light was already on. So literally anybody could have walked up to it and opened it. Paranormal Activity has some really good practical effects. Story behind how they made the house implode is hilarious and shows how hard they worked. From my understanding, that was like, the very first one was just the director's house. There it is. Bringing our attention back to the security camera is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall.
The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers.
Is that true? I don't think it is.
Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less?
Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video.
Exactly. 8 words. Not bad, partner.
The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. Every 24 hours a day passes in Texas. So true, Erhan. So true. So deep.
That locker with the white cloth sticking out, that was the witnesses, I believe.
They made a model with fishing line attached to each individual piece and pulled it through a small tube. They literally one take and had 2 shotguns the director provided to help if it got stuck. That's funny. Pretty creative work. For as low of a budget as it had. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Very slowly, might I add. Blue Badger busted it down sexual style.
Oh, the white cloth, it's gone. The meaning of this, Mr. Officer Marshall, not Mr. Officer Marshall.
Mr. Sir Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the
The
white
first?
cloth wasn't there. Then, it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. How could you? You fool!
Order. It would seem, hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. What if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it.
Well, your locker in this case was actually locked, I'm pretty sure. There wasn't a light above it.
The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. That's not my fault he happened to choose mine.
Also, isn't that incredibly incriminating now?
Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man?
This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker.
Oh, yeah? I call your bluff.
So he actually isn't good with tech. Quite literal. What Insaniac was saying earlier is probably true. When he turns on lights, he has a shocked Pikachu face every single time.
He's like, oh!
Right.
How did he do it again?
Oh! Only the assigned detective's prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. I believe it is this.
A fingerprint sensor? Is that beef jerky? That is beef jerky.
We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to.
What kind of crazy talk is this?
That's probably beef jerky, but if you zoom and enhance, that could also be the trunk of a tree.
It does look like a trunk of a tree. I don't think he would have the trunk of a tree on him.
Oh my god. The lore expands. Everybody in Japanifornia is actually a giant. Well, Lieutenant Gumshoe did mention something about this. You think he doesn't even own a flip phone? Probably not. He doesn't know what those magic walkie-talkie devices. He wouldn't even know what a walkie-talkie is. What would they have back then? Like a telegram, probably? Send stuff in Morse code? They probably had that, right? Or did they already have phones? I don't know. I'm getting my time mixed up here. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Oh, he's eating that beef jerky.
We only got one word for you, partner. No!
Bro was doing his best Darth Vader impression.
No.
What is it? What do you sound like that? No. It's like,
Order. Witness, explain yourself. Right this instant. This is a joke. It's the worst I've ever had. I
assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please, tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime.
Nom 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 nom.
Oh,
Ole!
ole!
Please answer that question.
What the hell?
Judge,
What is he
that's a
now?
little kind of... That's a little
bullfighter?
kind of, That's a little profiling. Mr. Judge.
The judge. Oh, man. Woke up a little more racist today. That's all right, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here.
We can?
Have a look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet, Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
If that's so, then where was the witness? It seems Mr. Wright has an answer.
That's right. That's my name. The only possible conclusion.
Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime?
He was hiding behind them. No. It was, here in front of his locker, right?
That is not what Phoenix is trying to do.
Officer Marshall was standing right here.
So Officer Meekins didn't notice him standing there? That's almost as credible as Meekins' warp theory. Your chamber's empty, partner.
Oh,
Better reload.
damn. Now they're ganging up on me.
Mayhaps. Should think a little more about where Officer Marshall was.
Officer Meekins should have seen him in the evidence room. That means the only place he could have been would be...
I already read this, it's the same thing.
So, was he in the guard station at the time then?
No. Just think what Phoenix is trying to do to,
Oh,
stop.
I see. Okay. I'm understanding now. Officer Marshall's right here.
Yep.
And a brain fart for a second. Officer Marshall was standing right here.
There? But that's...
He was disguised as a blue badger. Yeah, that's plausible.
Where the victim Detective Goodman was.
Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman.
But that's preposterous. Sir Mickens witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he knew for sure.
May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted.
When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card. It's card, sir. Yes.
And how did Detective Goodman respond?
He suddenly pulled down a knife on me.
Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had had his ID card, why didn't he just show it?
Yes, he would have needed... yes, he would have needed to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card.
Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have
Would
anything
he-
to say to this, Officer Marshall?
You've got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it.
You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective.
You know, you kind of have a point there, Arhan. Meekins is not very competent in most things, actually. So he probably wouldn't even see
Yep.
the difference.
Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim. I can say I particularly care for your cooperative disposition. I can say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Yeah, I got you twice with that one here.
Also, I hope that isn't the knife that you used to slash Meekins with. You're using to cut your beard right now.
Well, Miss Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim?
Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that.
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
This can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do?
What can I do?
Oh, Edgeworth, in for the save?
It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
The basics. Just like Tekken said they would, but then didn't.
Hmm.
For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me.
Phoenix, try thinking outside of the box. That's the basics, by the way.
I see.
That is the basics.
I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet, he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later, as it has been.
Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker.
According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as the Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that. He opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So just what exactly is this piece of cloth?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot.
Very well. Let's take yet another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open.
Not to Opla Gangnam Style. Was that where you hid the coat that he was wearing here? Then he goes past. And then the white cloth is there. I don't think we knew what the white cloth was, right? We never really pulled it out to see. And obviously we didn't open
We
the
never
locker.
did.
Yeah, there's nothing else in the room that is like a white cloth. Really, the only thing that I can see is him in the white suit. Maybe I point out the bloodstain on his white suit, or he didn't want to be seen wearing that.
Seems the most plausible reason.
That seems probable in my head. Hopefully my logic is currently working. I'm kind of doubting myself at the moment after the whole video incident. But, alright. For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end yet.
Yet.
However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood.
A bloody white coat.
You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker. That sounds very possible.
Not bad, partner.
You have more than one brain cell, Zero. I believe in you. Well, thank you. Me and my 2 brain cells will try their hardest.
Now then, Officer Marshall. Are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth.
I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now.
2 years ago. If you were only as half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now, would we?
Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it.
Alright. It seems the time has come.
To reveal my nefarious plan.
I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Miggins. I knocked him out. I managed to escape. I knew which areas couldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. So, the supposed victim was really you? But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Miggins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is that he is the donor.
It was way too much blood for such a small donation.
But
Is that the jar that broke, though? What about that? When you say it, you mean...
do you even have to ask, partner?
the SL9 incident.
2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transfer that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over.
But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When a case is closed, only that case leads the detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine.
But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? There may be somebody related to him that died in that incident.
That day was my last chance. That's why
Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
if I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transfer, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the security camera. And the detective's ID card? I stole it that morning of the incident.
So that really was why Goodman started filling out that lost item report.
I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor of the prosecutor's office parking lot.
The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall.
So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprints activated the lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself.
That is true. But it could because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. But that can't have been a coincidence, right? That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off?
Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for more than 5 minutes, or no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Officer Mickens certainly is a one-in-a-million type of person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID. I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year.
When did Edgeworth get so much influence?
Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry, it had to turn out that way. We mean knocking him out and everything.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
Oh, you mean this one?
I don't know what to say.
So you knocked Officer Meekins out and...
It really is the knife that he used to slash him with. Oh boy. So you did your research beforehand.
Those who got into to the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. Didn't think I would make a difference though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you blooded your coat in your struggle with Officer Mickens. Someone was in the security room when I came out. The jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
That was... Why try your locker? If you tried anybody else's, it wouldn't have worked, but still. If you didn't know, I wouldn't have put it in my own locker. What was Officer Meekins doing during that time?
What else? He was sleeping like a baby. So what you're saying is, on that day,
But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place.
what? Are you blind? The victim shown on that tape is me. I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker? Actually, no. I didn't.
There was no evidence there.
Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
Yep.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence? It's still missing, Your Honor.
Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing?
Far away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer.
Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer. This is no small offense.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. I can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary.
Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution.
Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'd do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with. The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
Right, this one I'll make sure to press again.
Again, this one's new.
But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it?
The reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room. Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is he deserved his sentence. I remember the Joe Dark's case. It involved serial murders, didn't it? I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. But there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at the trial. Something no one will talk about. What happened? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Wait, so how do you know then that something went down in that trial if you don't know that something went down in that trial?
Just trying to find out.
Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling we would end up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I better take another look at the files. And I did indeed take a look at them.
You did?
I'm gonna assume it's the last one. Right, let me quickly check this file again. So, page 2, victims. This is probably what they're about to ask me here.
Objection!
Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident.
Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner.
I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. In a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man?
Neil Marshall? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago, he received the same lousy prosecutor's award you got. What? Prosecutor?
You must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award.
Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. He was killed. And the case fell into your hands. What's his relation to you? He was my brother. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant and the deputy chief of police. The group of detectives I was part of worked under them.
Ah, you can see him down here on the bottom. I see.
We were desperate to prosecute the killer. And there he is. Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and killed.
Damn, bro failed the QTE event. This is so sad.
That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least according to the public records. What do you mean? My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight.
Really? Like, even if he gets surprised from the back? Stabbed with a knife in the back when he didn't know? I mean, I think that would fell anybody.
And that's it. That's your reason for your insane actions?
Yeah, this is... We're going to extreme lengths for a hunch. We really are. It's gotta be more.
There's more to my brother's death than the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime. That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with this resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence.
Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day.
Are you sure about that, though?
The things that happened by chance never cease to amaze me. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department.
Chance? It's gotta be more than just that.
So, if no one was murdered at the police department on that day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor, Lana Sky.
Oh boy, here we go again. Ah, Jesus. Okay. I thought we were gonna reach a climactic ending, but yeah, no. We still got a whole lot more to go. That being said, though, my dudes, I think I should probably call things here for now so I don't keep Silver too much longer.
You will...
Yeah?
Yeah, no. It will end, but it's still gonna be a little...
Yeah,
like, this is the end of this part,
Yep,
but
yep.
it's gonna take a little.
Well, we'll continue it next week. Same time, same day. So, hope you guys enjoyed your time here. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And me and Silver will catch you guys in the next one. Later, dudes. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.